The laptop is almost completed, but we need to add a keyboard and speakers to the CPU case. From the view bar, choose Top Plan View from the Standard Views drop-down menu. Press the X key twice to deselect all objects, then click Fit to Objects in the view bar. Click the Layers icon in the view bar to access the Organization dialog box. We'll be putting the keys on a separate design layer, so click the New button. In the New Design Layer dialog box, name the new layer Keys and click the OK button twice to return to the drawing area. Select the Zoom tool and draw a marquee around the cutout for the keyboard on the CPU case. Select the Rectangle tool and be sure the first mode, Rectangle, is enabled in the toolbar. Move your cursor to the top left corner of the keyboard cutout. Press the Z key to evoke the snap loop. Just inside the actual corner of the keyboard cutout, you should find an arc center snapping point. Click once you have located this point to start the rectangle. Notice the snap loop is revoked as soon as the mouse button is depressed. Now move your cursor to the bottom right corner of the keyboard cutout and repeat the last two steps to find the arc center point. Once you click on the arc center point, the rectangle is created. Choose the Fill Style color box in the Attributes palette and apply any shade of purple to this rectangle. The majority of the keys on a keyboard have the same measurements, so we can use the Even Divide command to give us a good starting point. Press the X key and select the purple rectangle if it's not already selected. Then go to Modify, Drafting Aids, Even Divide. Set the number of divisions in the width field to 14 and the number of divisions in the height field to 6. Click OK. Notice the Object Info palette now displays 84 rectangles. Now we can start to combine some of these rectangles to create the large keys on the keyboard. Tap the X key twice to switch to the Selection tool and deselect all objects. On the bottom row of rectangles, select the fifth rectangle from the left. Next, hold the Shift key and select the next 4 rectangles to the right of the rectangle you just selected. Go to Modify, Add Surface. This is the spacebar. In the row second from the bottom, hold the Shift key and select the first 2 rectangles on the left side. Go to Modify, Add Surface. Repeat the last 2 steps for the first 2 rectangles on the right side of the same row as well. These will make up the Shift keys. Once more, repeat these steps for the first 2 rectangles on the right side in the row above the Shift keys. This is the Enter key. The basic shape of the keys is now defined, but we need to add some spacing between these keys to make them look more realistic. Use the keyboard shortcut Command A or Control A to select all of the objects on the active layer. Now hold down the Shift key on your keyboard and click on the spacebar, Shift key, and Enter key on the fake board we've just created to deselect these objects. The Object Info palette should display 73 rectangles. We're now going to add spaces around all 73 rectangles at once. In the Object Info palette, be sure the center point is the selected point in the box position control. Next, input a value of 11/16 of an inch in the width field and a value of 5/8 of an inch in the height field. Then press the Enter key. The measurements for the spacebar, Shift keys, and Enter keys must be set individually. First select all 4 of the keys mentioned above and verify the center point is selected in the box position control. Then select each key individually and input the following values in the Object Info palette. The Shift and Enter keys should be delta X 1 1/2 inches and delta Y 5/8 of an inch. For the spacebar, delta X should be 3 13/16 of an inch, and delta Y should be 5/8 of an inch.